Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. As per usual, we talked about Kelsey a few days ago, and today we're gonna watch a live stream from Courtney. I've not watched this thing. I left it to screen record for about 20 minutes and that was it, so we'll see what happens today. Before we get into the video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to support my channel, that's a nice free way that you can do that. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. And let's just get right into this. This is not the beginning also. I skipped forward maybe like 5 minutes or something because she was blabbering on about her outfit. I'm being a little bit rude maybe, I'm sorry. She was talking about her outfit for way too long, so
I'm gonna walk you guys through the layers to my transformation, okay? And I'm not gonna take you on the 35-year journey, but I am gonna take you on a few year journey because it's important to acknowledge that we all hit a point in our lives where we feel like we're missing something, okay? And I don't know about you, if y'all can relate, if this is you where you've had this for maybe your entire life. I relate to that, okay? But there was this point where I was like, something's got to give. Like, I know what to do. I know how to show up. I'm gaining success, but I'm also falling to the level at which I have developed myself, and I don't like how that feels. So how can I step into this more powerful version of myself? How can I become, the version of Courtney that shows up like a legend? Okay, because that's what I was asking myself. How can I show up as the highest rank in our company, which is highest paid rank is rank 10, highest rank is a legend, okay? You think I have slimmed down. I have. MC, I have not been this weight or this size since before having children. Actually, there was one point after Lincoln whenever I dropped this low, but I didn't feel healthy. I didn't feel I love the shape of my body.
So Courtney is the highest rank in Pruvit. As always, I'm gonna link the Pruvit's income disclosure statement in the description box below. You can take a look at it if you're new. You're going to see that the majority of people in Courtney's downline, the majority of people in general, Pruvit distributors, never make any profit. They are not profiting at all. They earn, I think it was $10 a year or something ridiculous like that. So the majority of people that are watching Courtney's live streams for hours, who are in her downline, they do this all for free. They watch her live streams, they cold message people, they try to recruit, they try to work their business, they have the power hours and stuff like that, and they never make any profit. They're working for free. So there's that. Also, this is another thing that really bothers me lately with social media. When somebody slims down, when somebody loses weight, everyone is like, oh my god, that's amazing, you look amazing, how did you do that? Just because she lost weight, it doesn't mean that she did it in a healthy way. She mentioned last time after pregnancy she dropped, but she didn't feel healthy. But I'm not sure, we can't know for sure that she's doing it in a healthy way now. And then you have people who look up to her, who are inspired by her, who might ask for advice from her, but she might have not done it in a healthy way. And I said this in the Kelsey video as well. It's a very slippery slope when you're looking at influencers and you're admiring. And listen, I've been there, done that. I'm saying this because I've been there, I've done that. I was on an influencer, multiple influencer workout programs and meal plans and stuff, and it never ended well for me. So
I love the discipline that I've created. I love the lifestyle that I'm living. That's where I'm at right now, and I wasn't there before. So I'm gonna about 3 years ago, I think one of the most impactful parts of this is that I did not like the things that I was hearing about myself. There were multiple areas and spaces that I felt like I was being rejected from, and I started to reflect on why does it feel like this? I know that there's nothing wrong with me, but why do I feel like there's something wrong with me? And then if you ever get to that point, it is because there are things that you should be doing that you're not doing. And so I asked myself, what are the things that I know that I need to stop doing, and what should I be doing more of so that I can actually feel successful, so that whatever things are said about me, I can stand up for myself and be like, actually, that's not at all who I am. Or maybe it's maybe if people are saying things about me, because saying things that are not so great about me, maybe they are true, because maybe they caused Maybe they did something in some way, shape, or form to cause me to react or respond in a certain way, right? Because if people have things to say about me that aren't so positive, believe them. There's probably a reason for it. Okay. I made a conscious decision a few years ago. Now I'm live on Instagram and Facebook, so that's why I'm going back and forth. To own a lifestyle of discipline. I wanted to embody discipline as a lifestyle. Do you understand that? When it becomes a lifestyle, it is in everything that you do. It is it is ingrained in your being. It becomes a part of your core values. Part of my core values are that I have discipline. Is it perfect? No. Okay. Do I currently feel that way in my life right now? Actually, not. I don't. I really don't right now. I was traveling a lot and I haven't gotten myself back on a schedule in the gym. I'm just going to be totally transparent with you. Okay. And I didn't start off perfect either. But when you start to choose the core values that you operate within your lifestyle, you move differently. You start to show up different. You make decisions differently based on the person that you want to know you chose to be when you put your head on the pillow at night. I was like, you know what? Who do I want to be? If I don't like what I'm hearing about myself, if I don't like the things that I'm attracting into my life, how do I want to show up? I love how these numbers are moving together. 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. Like, who do I want to be? Marina said this, and I was talking about this on my live. You know, she talked about the man of her dreams that she was trying to attract into her life, and she wrote down a list of what that is, and then she asked herself, but who does that man want to be partners with? How does that woman show up? It's a decision. You're one decision away from changing your entire life. But you have to have discipline behind your decision. Because so many of us,
For me, this is a very odd concept. You're thinking about a type of a man you want to attract in your life, like trying to manifest the perfect boyfriend. I just find that very weird. Like I feel like if you're trying to manifest, I mean, obviously it's good to know like, oh, I value a man who's ambitious or who's this or that, you know, some certain things that you want that you would like if this man had, right? Certain preferences, habits, whatever. But to try and manifest this whole being, I feel like you can set really high expectations. And then when you meet somebody, you want them to be all of this that you pictured your perfect man to be. And then we're humans, obviously, and nobody's perfect. Then those high expectations are gonna cause issues in that relationship, in my opinion. That just sounds like a little bit too much for me. Like I said, it's okay to have preferences or you want to have common interests and stuff with this person, but I've never done that. I've never really thought like, oh, this is the type of a person. This is what I want my boyfriend to be. Like, you meet somebody, you get to know them and you're like, oh, that's cute. I like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but maybe I'm being too critical or maybe I'm overthinking this. I don't know.
One of the common themes that's running around is that people are just addicted to distractions. And I would argue that Americans are addicted to distractions. Like 1000%. And I was live with my team and I was like, with the team. I don't like saying my team. I was live with the team and I was telling them, I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna call you out. Americans are being lazy. And some of them were like, yep. And then a couple of them were like, speak for yourself, girl. Like, I am not lazy. And I just was like, inside of the profession, those who showed up at GoPro, it was like 90% internationals. 90% of the people in the room had to invest over $10,000 to be there. Americans, you only had about 5. Because this year the ticket was only 3. Maybe.
You're calling Americans lazy just because they didn't have $10,000 to attend this fucking GoPro scam, in my opinion? Are you serious right now? She can't be serious. Wow, this is very good manipulation tactic, in my opinion. I feel like Courtney, I feel like I'm noticing, in my opinion, you guys let me know down below what you think, but I feel like Courtney's getting very good at guilt tripping and manipulating her downline. This is just ridiculous.
Maybe. Because if you're domestic flights, you could have gotten them for like $500, $300 or some points. For an event.
That's still a lot of money, Courtney. What are you talking about? Like I said, the income disclosure statement is linked in the description box below. These people are not making any profit in Pruvit, and you want them to spend additional couple $100 just for tickets to fly to GoPro? Even in general, if the tickets for the event and the flights and the hotels, there's no way that costs a couple $100. I don't think so. A few nights in a hotel, if you're by yourself, or you have to share the room with somebody to get it for cheaper. Flight tickets are not, even domestic flights. I mean, within Europe, even like within Croatia, flights are expensive. It depends how early you book or late. And then the GoPro tickets, I think, are pretty expensive as well. That's a lot of money considering most of the Pruvit distributors are not making any profit in Pruvit. And then you expect them to spend hundreds of dollars just to attend this event. No, that's too much. You have high expectations from your downline, Courtney, in my opinion. That's a lot of money for a lot of people, for the majority of people out there to spend on an event.
For an event, a 3-day event and an after party that completely transforms your entire life because it transforms how you show up in your business. When I went to my first GoPro 5 years ago, I made the decision to GoPro. I inside of that arena, the last time that it was fully in person, not a hybrid event, I was in the event when I got the first check that was over $5,000, the first like official over $5,000 check. Actually, it was the first check that officially locked in that we became verified 6-figure earners as an organization. It was an $8,600 check.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you ranked up in Pruvit, not because you had Jesse Lee, rest in peace, stack people underneath you in your downline, but you ranked up because you attended GoPro. In my opinion, that's what happened. So you're bullshitting your people, your followers. Attending a GoPro and spending a shit ton of money on GoPro is not gonna help those people because they're in a business model where they are gonna fail regardless, unless they have big following on social media that they can recruit into their Pruvit team, or if they're joining a new MLM, they're not gonna make any profit. This has nothing to do with them working hard, putting more effort in it, how many hours they work, what event they attend. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with GoPro. It's the business model that's the issue.
No income claims. Okay. I'm not normal. It's not overnight. That was, 5 years ago, 2 years into my business, and 12 years into the profession. Okay. I'm not normal. I'm not normal. No, none of us are really. Because I had created an environment of growth for myself, because I had chosen to aggressively grow, I was going to be obsessed with growth. For as long as I can remember, I had this mantra that I would say out loud. Like, I learned something new every single day. And I was like, ooh, I like that. I was like, yeah, I do. I learned something new every single day. And I committed to it. I wanted to learn something new every single day. I've said that for as long as I can remember, since I'm like teenager. I don't remember exactly when I started.
I'm sorry, this might be mean, but like she wants to learn something new every single day, but whenever she thinks of something new that she learned today, she can never finish the sentence. She's always like, oh, I read something interesting today, and it goes like, and then she can't say because she forgot. So it's funny that she learns something every single day, and I bet she forgets that thing that she learned every single day. In my opinion, I'm sorry, I'm probably being a bit. I try to be kind to her, but when I see her guilt tripping and manipulating people to spend even more money on MLMs, on events and shit, I cannot handle that. It just pisses me off.
growth and discipline as a lifestyle. One decision after one decision after one decision after one decision, to no longer allow myself to stay distracted in any way, shape, or form. Embracing the full personal growth. Showing up to events after event after event, the last 3 years, event after event after event after event. Not allowing myself to, oh, it's a hybrid event, it's virtual. No, I'm going to go in person because I know where the event is being put on. I'm going to show up. Oh, your corporate office is the one who's putting the virtual event on? Get to your corporate office. Contribute as an energy behind the camera. Like, be there, show up. Especially if they're telling you 90% of life is showing up, then you better show up. They're telling you exactly how to be seen.
Again, that is pure bullshit. It has nothing to do with the fact if you're gonna be successful in an MLM or no. You attending these live events, going in person or virtual or not attending at all, it's not gonna help you. It's not gonna benefit you in any way. It really doesn't matter if you attend or no. Like I said, the only thing that can happen on these events, in my opinion, is you can get more brainwashed to stay in the MLM for longer because you're looking at these people walk the stage and they're inspiring you, and you feel like you can achieve that level of success yourself and walk the stage yourself, and just getting brainwashed. You're not gonna make it. The majority of people, like I said, 99% of people don't even profit in Pruvit and all other MLMs. It's not just Pruvit.
Exactly how to be seen. And I have a list of things for you to do, but there's so many bullet points inside of that. If you guys watched Gary Brecka with GoPro, those are like some tactical hands-on physical things that I did every single morning from last GoPro to this GoPro. I'm going to tell you guys the things that I integrated in that I wasn't doing before, the things that I've stayed consistent with, the way that I've connected with my higher power, a couple tips and tricks inside of that. Like, this isn't just entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. It isn't.
Yes, I agree. Entrepreneurship is definitely not for everybody. Not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone should want to be. But also, when you're in an MLM, you're not an entrepreneur. It's not your business. You're an independent contractor for an MLM company. So in my opinion, that's not even actual entrepreneurship. But that's just my opinion. I don't know.
Like, y'all look at successful people and you want what they have, but you are not willing to do the things that they're willing to do. You're not willing to pay to get in the room. You're not willing to sacrifice things. You're not willing to say no to Netflix on, for 3 years or 90 days or whatever that looks like for you. I don't know what shows are coming out. I don't have a clue of what celebrities are doing what unless somebody else tells me. The things that I'm meant to hear that's going on in this world.
Me neither, but I have no interest in that. But also, that doesn't make you or me better than people who follow celebrities and everyday life and who watch Netflix. She's talking as if she's better and more successful because she doesn't watch Netflix and she doesn't care about everyday events, I guess, with celebrities. That doesn't make you better. And that's not the reason why you're successful in Pruvit and your downline is not. Like, what are you even talking about? This is just ridiculous.
I hear them. I don't follow the politics. I figure out what I need to know who I need to vote for.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna vote, you should probably follow politics and know who you're gonna vote for. How do you know that you're voting for the right person if you don't follow anything about politics and you don't know anything about All right.
Based on my gut, because I just stay in a growth mindset. I'm in the rooms that I pay to get in, so I hear the things that I'm meant to hear. I'm so focused on where I'm going and living in the present moment. I don't have time to be distracted. That is my lifestyle. That is who I attract into my life. That is the conversations that I attract into my life.
I'm sorry, but I would argue that politics is not really a distraction. Politics and who you vote for makes a huge difference. Can you really put that in as a distraction? Okay, celebrities and all that shit. Sure, maybe a distraction. But politics, really?
I don't, it's just like, I'm just so fired up. I'm just telling you, okay? So you have to be able to, like, my certainty, my confidence, everything skyrocketed when I connected to my higher power. Whatever that looks like for you. Whatever that feels right for you. But the biggest thing inside of that, you guys, is that you...
She kind of sounds like a preacher, doesn't she, at this point? Like her higher power, all right?
Is that you have to sit with yourself every single day. Like, it's already in you. Whether you're denying it and you're connecting to it or not, it's inside of you. It's just a matter of a conscious decision. Sit with yourself and acknowledge what it is that you're feeling. Because you know those butterflies and those heart racing moments, those are your nervous system screaming at you to run away. And you don't know that because no one taught you how to sit with yourself and how to listen to the emotions and the triggers and the signs that go off in your body. Hello, gorgeous. How are you, Jules?
Courtney speaks science. We love that, don't we?
We have to learn and teach ourselves this so that we can be an example for our children and teach our children this. You want to transform the world around you, it starts with you. It starts with the person in the mirror, the person that you're looking at. You know, I've had this conversation a few times. If you want your lives to be better, if you want your content to be better, you got to treat yourself better because you're sitting there recording yourself and you're looking right at your worst enemy, which is you. Your content's not good. Your energy's not good. Your lives aren't good. You're not selling enough. You're not connecting with the people because you stare at your worst enemy and you speak to your worst enemy with terrible energy. You have to learn how to love yourself, and you will never get to loving yourself until you learn how to trust yourself.
Sure. You should absolutely love yourself, and I personally think that until you really accept and love yourself, it's hard to give all the love to other people. I think everything starts from us and our relationship with ourselves. However, that has literally nothing to do with the MLM. You loving yourself is not gonna make you successful and prove it.
You can't trust yourself until you sit with yourself and you get a little bit present with yourself, okay? And you acknowledge that, baby, you a gift, okay? Your presence is the present. So show up in it. Be vulnerable with yourself. The more vulnerable you become, the more authentic, the more authenticity you're able to step into. And authenticity is the ability to not only mean what you say, but you, like, not only do you tell the truth, but you believe what you say. And that is the highest vibrational frequency that you could ever operate on, is authenticity, because you believe what you say and you tell the truth. And then when you follow that, when no one's looking, that's integrity. That's a whole nother level. That's how you create deep relationships with people. That's how you create meaningful purpose. That's how you get this whole new level of aliveness that you can create happiness and joy and fulfillment inside of everything that you're doing, because it's not lonely at the top. It's just a different level of conversations. It's just...
When 1% or less of all distributors is at the top, then I would argue to say that it is very fucking lonely at the top. I know that's not what she meant, but in a literal sense of MLM structure and the amount of people that are in top 1% or less, it sounds like it's very lonely because there's hundreds of thousands of distributors and the majority of them are at the very bottom rank.
It's just a different velocity. And if anything, the higher you climb, the smaller the circles get. And the more you need your integrity, the more integrity you need as you climb, let me just tell you, because everybody will be talking. They're talking about you before you realize they're talking about you. By the time you find out, by the time people are actually saying, oh, yeah, I just heard about you, you're sitting there like, oh, snap, people are talking about me. You better hope it's good. You better hope it's good. How have you been showing up? What kind of relationships have you been building? Are you doing what you say you're going to do? Okay. So when you, this is kind of like, it's a decision. That's like the first step for me. It's a decision. The second layer to that is really just creating the environment of growth. You have to be obsessed with it. A lot of women don't like the word aggressive. You have to be obsessed with personal growth. If you're feeling like you don't have anything to talk about, if you're feeling like your content's not good, it's because you're not developing yourself. It is because you're not absorbing positive energy between those two ears. Because I'm going to tell you right now, 95% of the people that 95% of y'all are spending your time with, they're low-level conversations. They're talking about other people, and they're talking about current events and all these things. They are not talking about ideas, and they're not talking about...
Wow, Courtney really dislikes current events and things that happen in the world. I mean, I get like some stuff can be a distraction, like celebrities. I don't even follow any celebrities anymore because I feel like with all the stuff that came out recently with P. Diddy and just all the YouTubers within the recent years, all the shit, all the messed up criminal stuff, upsetting stuff that came out, I'm just like, I can't deal with these people. I don't follow them. I don't care. But like I said, like politics and current events, things that you can try to change and participate in, I don't think those are distractions, because at the end of the day, it all indirectly is gonna affect the quality of life that your kids have one day. So there's that.
Life-changing, future-focused things, okay? So if they're not energizing you, if they're not giving you energy, then naturally they're taking the energy from you. I'm doing wonderful. I have had an amazing day. Thanks, Michelle. I hope you're doing well too. So good to see you. Okay. So inside of the third part of connecting with your higher power, like really connect with, Graciela, hello darling. Connect with the divine. Oh my gosh, as I layered into this, like I don't even understand that people don't understand this. So I'm just going to give it to you without thinking, without second guessing it, because it comes from here, because it's already inside of me, okay? It's already inside me.
The way she talks, in my opinion, sounds like, oh, I'm so wise. Look at me. I know everything. I'm going to be your life coach. That's the vibes that I'm getting from Courtney lately, and those vibes are getting stronger and stronger with every single live stream that I watch, which I don't watch all of her live streams because who the hell has time for that?
With the divine, you connect your mind, your body, and your spirit, or your mind, body, and your soul. The soul is the human experience. The spirit lives on forever. It's one and the same. But you have to understand the difference between your soul and your spirit, because the soul is this human experience that we have. It is this three-dimensional, like, you got to have Apple or the iWatch or whatever, like the confusion, the money stuff, all that. That's what this is. By the way, thank you for complimenting the white, but it is not white. It is cream. Okay, cream is in my color palette. White isn't. If this was white, I wouldn't look as good. I'm just pointing it out. Actually, see the difference? White doesn't look as good on me as cream does. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay.
All right. So she got distracted by talking about white and cream and stuff. So that was the point where I decided we've heard enough. We're not going to be here all day. So anyway, preachy, manipulative, in my opinion, gaslighting. Courtney, in my opinion, again, is getting better at manipulating and guilt tripping her downline to spend more money on their MLM business and events that are supposed to help them with the MLM business, when, like I said, in reality, those people don't have any chances of being successful anyway because the business model is the issue. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think about this. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget that you can support my channel if you would like to by subscribing and liking the video. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.